welcome back to my YouTube channel where I really don't have a niche because I do everything, but I'm going to give you guys creative insight on the UnitedMasters class that I just went to. So about like a week ago, Issa Rae was having a convention and I seen it on 145th Street and I just tagged the QR code and I just thought it was like a sign from God. I'm like, okay, I don't have nothing to do that day. Let me go and be around Black creatives. And let me tell you guys this, it inspired me so much. Like, even though a lot of the panels were saying a lot of stuff that I already knew, it just, being in a space where you're surrounded by other artists that are trying to do the same things you do, or just Black creatives that have paved the way to where you want to be, and just listening to them speak, I feel like the conversations that they have and the wisdom that they can give just puts you in a right mood. So I was like, why not share with you guys? Because it's my first time, actually, not my first time, but I gotta give myself snaps because I took notes here. I went up and said something on the thing.
Yana, you got the floor.
Yes, hi guys. So my name is Ayana and I learned that you have to be consistent.
No, I give it up. Wait. I think I should get my computer because I just organized them better on the computer. Oh wait, shouts out to me because I made this sweater. Yeah, wait. Album certified. Oh, wait, you can't even see it. Album certified. Album certified. Shout out to my girl SZA. Love your music. And I sell them on my website. It's called thegoldenGhetto.co. I'll place it in the link below. You know, if you want customs, you can DM me at the Golden Ghetto with a 0. And I got you. I'm also gonna have my own summer collection dropping very soon, so stay tuned for that. Okay. So the first panel was Coodie and Chike. So if you don't know who Coodie and Chike are, if you watch the Genius Kanye documentary, they're the two creatives that held it down for all those years for Kanye. And it just showed you how like you really have to trust in your vision. If you don't trust in your vision, then who will? And it pays off later in the day. Later in the years. So the first panel they was talking about, they said time is our greatest asset. Make sure your goal is to have your time well spent. So that can look like creating a schedule. Number 2 is realizing that you are not your thoughts. So what that means is a lot of times we have this ego or somebody speaking in your head telling you like, you'll have a great idea, but in the back it's like, nobody's gonna watch that. Like me, like I wanted to start YouTube for mad long, but I'm like, girl, you don't even have like a community that's gonna watch it. But it's like, that's your ego talking. That's not you. You're not your thoughts. Your thoughts are there to just meant to observe, and then, you know, let them pass by. Meditation helps with that. I don't meditate every day, but that is one of my goals. But just being able to journal. Yeah. Sorry, something's like reflecting on my phone. Oh, it's my chain. Bling bling. Hold on. Wait. Okay, it is my chain. Okay. The third one was learn to discern God's voice. And basically that's just adding on to the last one. Discerning is the ability to judge well. So you don't wanna mistake your intuition as anxiety. You know what I'm trying to say? So you wanna, like, as your anxiety thoughts, you wanna be able to know what is spirit and what is ego. You know, just separating the spirit and the ego. Everything is spiritual, guys. Like, if you don't know, like, one thing I want to say is like, we need to just stop just being so nitpicky about the religions and everything. Like, we all spiritual beings having a human experience. Okay. And this is another one. They said, honor your energy by minding it and doing whatever you can to master it. I feel like Nipsey also said that. This is very important because there's gonna be so many agents, people out there that's gonna be trying to poke and get you off your thing because they see your potential more than you see it, or you probably see your potential too, but sometimes, you know, you may just be acting regular, so, or just be too humble, honestly. But I just feel like you need to develop a system where you honor your energy. You go out and you go out in nature and you ground yourself and you do whatever. It doesn't have to be going out in nature, even though that's really good. I need to start doing that as well too. This is like a reminder for me as well. But yeah, doing whatever it is to, you know, make sure that your energy is good. Like if that's not creating a playlist, whatever you want to do. They always say be the bigger person. And sometimes that's really hard to be the bigger person because I've got a small body. I don't really want to be the bigger person sometimes. But my higher self says be the bigger person. Oh, trust in your spirit and your beliefs will reward you. That's another thing that they did. They trusted in their spirit and their intuition of what they thought that was going to be a big thing. And then look at them. They getting that dough. So they follow something that's called the 3 sisters: to be consistent, build your community, and network. So I struggle with consistency, so I can't really just give you like stuff like that. I've been learning this right now. Sometimes I look up to like people that are already big and stuff, but not realizing that my team around me or like the people that I know around me are the next big gals. And it's like, why not network with the people that you have around you than trying to extend your arms to people that you have no connection with? So yeah, like look around who you can work with, even though sometimes it's harder to do that because people be fighting their own demons, but it's not hard to try. They said make money doing the things that make you happy. Ask yourself, what can I do that doesn't feel like work? That's another thing I've heard from a lot of rich, successful people, that their work doesn't feel like work, so it's not stressful. So they're energetically present when they're doing their work, so they're creating value that customers want to come back. They're not giving 14th Street, hey, do you have a wristband? They're not giving that. The next one is currency is a subjection. If you have a story, find a way to authentically tell it and monetize off of it. So my thing in my story in the Coodie Ghetto is basically I turned my insults into affirmations. When I was going to school and everything, when I was with, you know, the Upper East Side Gossip Girls, when I got into a predominantly black high school, they were saying, oh my God, you want to turn ghetto? I was like, I don't want to be ghetto. I just thought ghetto was just dirty, ugly, like just trash. And when I was in the Upper East Side, it was very like, stick nice, Hamptons party next week. It was just the elites, you know what I'm trying to say? But they had the elites materialistically, they didn't have the elites spiritually. It was a lot of microaggressions I experienced. It was a lot of racism, classism, all the isms. But I realized that when I went to my predominantly black school, because my mom put me into a lot of white schools growing up just because they had better educational systems or whatever. But what I realized, like, our history is rich too. They just don't teach the rich part in school. So a lot of kids in school don't want to subscribe to their history because they don't see themselves in it. They don't see what they want to see in it. And, you know, shout out to the new Black Vanguard. This is a great, I feel like representation and imagery is so important. Renelle Majoriano was a big inspiration on my healing journey and just seeing the beauty in black and everything. Yeah, this is a great book. You know, I'm gonna snip it, you know, buy the book. Yes, so basically, like, they call me ghetto, but now I look at myself as the golden ghetto. Like, all the richness in the hood, your favorite artists is from the hood. The project birthed so many goats. Like Hamptons parties, yeah, they nice and lit, but hood ghetto parties is where the souls at, is where the spirits at. Before the shootouts and everything. Like, if there was no shootouts, it's up to you. But That's what I want to start helping out with that. Everybody got a story. I got a story, my mom got a story, my grandpa got a story, you know what I'm trying to say? And we're in a day and age where you need to be out there telling your story, creating value. It don't even gotta be money you getting back, but it can be like a genuine relationship for the future that can potentially turn into money. But it's like when you give value, you get value. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get value, cut them off and you go where your value. That was a word. And that was from me head. Are you using Instagram or is Instagram using you? I feel like such a girl, why are you asking them that when you need to be asking yourself? And I'm asking myself too. Sometimes I'm not gonna let Instagram be using the out of me, but I'm learning to use my discipline and create boundaries with social media, because social media is like a dark hole, bro. You go on there and you can just scroll your life away. You literally can scroll your life away. And you can also monetize so much off it, but sometimes I be feeling like a girl is shadow banned and it's like, why me? But you know what? This day and age, social media can be your best friend. It can be what leverages your levels in life. You could, in a couple of months, your whole life could change. And I'm not gonna lie, and not to be, and I hate that people have to say this, but not to be cocky, I know one day I'm gonna be really successful and a lot of people won't know my name, as you know, the girls would say famous or whatever. But I don't want to be Beyonce famous. I want to be YouTube famous. You know what I'm saying? I could go to the stores, say hi to the peoples. Shout out to my supporters. And yeah, I don't want to be like Kanye 6 in the morning. Shut the f up. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be stressed. I want to be very much good in the hood. So yeah, that. Patience in business is your best friend. You have patience so much for that boy you mess with. You got patience so much for that girl but you don't got patience for your business. That's what I gotta say. You know what to do. Yeah. Don't bring down your prices for people who don't deserve your brand. I thought I ate. I don't know if that really ate, but ownership breeds confidence. You want 100% ownership on everything you do, and even if you do have to give up a little bit, no more than 10%. Educate yourself on information. That is the biggest key. Sometimes people are already where they are because they know what they know. So make sure you're not just focusing on what the school system could teach you, because they're very selective on what they do teach you. Make sure you go out and you find out what you want to learn and you learn it. Yeah. So that was the first panel. Shout out to Coodie Chike. I hope I'm saying it right. The second panel, they said identify a brand that aligns with your identity. That's what they said. You just want to be very careful with who you're getting into business. They said own the narrative of what the brand story is. You are the product. I feel like a lot of the times we forget that we are the artist. You need me. You need me. I need them, but you need me. Feel me? You gotta realize that you are the product. You set the tone and everything else will follow. Period. Think about your value and what you bring. I realized a lot of times girls don't like this question, what do you bring to the table? But I built the table. And as you should, queen. But also make sure, think about your value of what you bring. So then also, when they bring their deal, you can combat what you got to what you think. Your environment is one of the most important things that's gonna breed your success. You need to be around people that can give you great advice, that can mentor you. They also talked about the power of social media and how to use it. They said build an army by building an authentic connection. So yeah, just be yourself. And I know it's easier said than done, but once you just stop thinking about what people will think about you, I think that's how you start being yourself. Nobody's really thinking for themselves. And what matters most is what you think about yourself. So make sure that's top tier. Make sure you think of yourself as the baddest, the one, and not the two. Feel me? Yeah. When you're fluid in many different tones, your value increases. Sometimes people telling me, being a jack of all trades is just not a good thing because you're a master of none or whatever. But it's sometimes when you're only master one thing, what if that one thing runs out? Now look at you. Look dumb. So it's like, get your feet wet, you know what I'm trying to say? Don't box yourself out. Make sure you're open to a lot of different things so you're able to do a lot of different things. But don't overwhelm yourself. Create something that means something and inspires others. First things you want to do is understand your community, direct monetize, direct engagement, and direct access. You gotta realize that not all fans are equal. Some people just really just want to watch you, and some people want to actually die and support. So, you gotta do that. And all you need is 1,000 true fans. Or I don't really like the word fans. I feel like fans are like haters. You need 1,000 true supporters to be where you want to be, to have your life change, honestly. Have the community push for you, because the power is in the artist's hands. To sum it up, they said buckle down on your aesthetic, build the right vision, or just build a vision in general, and surround yourself with the right people and make sure the system is working for you. How's that? Get yourself in a room. It don't matter if it's an online room, but it feels better when it's in person. But make sure you're investing in yourself, because you are your greatest asset. If you need to take a marketing class, take a marketing class. Holla at your girl, because I need to take a marketing class if you found one. They say proper preparation prevents poor performance. That one was like, Jim Jones has said that, honestly. Proper preparation creates poor performance. That one hit home because I really need to do more of my preparation. But yeah, prepare or be prepared. That makes sense, but it sounded nice. But yeah, you need a good product to sell. You need a great product, then you need to brand it, and then you need to sell it. But yeah, that's all I have for today. These were my United Master notes, and this was the Issa Rae, Jim Jones, Coodie Chike, and the join of the return UnitedMasters SelectCon 004. And yeah, you could just look up United Masters and watch the whole interview, but these are my notes. I hope y'all like them. I miss doing these videos, but editing can sometimes be like a hassle. So I take my breaks, but I'm gonna get more consistent on this, and I'm gonna show you better than I tell you. So with that, you already know your girl is out. Subscribe and do what you gotta do. Like, comment. I really like responding to people's comments. When people comment on my video, I'm just like, oh my God, somebody actually cares. So, do that. Comment on this, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I gotta say. Have a great day. Bye. Wait,